paper
Yes,
one, we have enough sources, we have enough books.
correct.
Okay, but in paper two, there is lack of material, there is lack of
Yes.
books. So what you have done differently to get such good marks in paper two?
Even paper two for me also was the weakest
Ah,
link for my last mains as well. As I was sharing with sir earlier, my marks
yes, yes,
used to stay at the 260s
yes, yes, correct.
level. So,
Hmm.
which is good, but it's not a very good or excellent marks to get the
Uh-huh.
rank, that you're aiming for.
Definitely.
So, marksmine, yes, it is
Mm-hmm.
neither necessary nor sufficient for paper
Mm-hmm.
two. We
Uh-huh.
have to add multiple angles and multiple examples. What I
Mm-hmm.
did was, because Smaragdwine, especially the edition I have, it is
Mm-hmm.
a little outdated. So the
Okay.
examples and the case studies, they are
Mhm.
pretty much outdated.
Okay.
I tried to collect, especially research studies, case
Okay.
studies, examples
Mm-hmm.
under each of the topics. Under rehabilitation psychology chapter,
Okay.
there is multiple categories of communities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Juvenile delinquents, criminal
Uh-huh.
behavior,
Yes, yes.
victims of violence.
Mm-hmm.
Smaragdwine typically gives two, three case studies and two,
Mm-hmm.
three agencies. So role of social agencies, they cover two, three agencies.
Yes.
Suppose we rely on that, and everybody relies on that, and
Mm-hmm.
the examiner is correcting all the papers. They
Mm-hmm.
pretty much look similar, right? What I try to ensure is I try
Okay.
to collect more recent examples. I try to Google, for example, if it is
Mm.
about juvenile delinquents, I just
Uh-huh.
Googled about prominent Indian agencies working with juvenile delinquents. I
Okay.
found two, three agencies which are perhaps working with the government a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a good possibility that the examiner will know the agency when you are
Okay.
coding, because they are working with the government. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to do a lot of self-sourcing in paper
Yes.
two, especially.
Mm.
So that also you can divide into two parts. One is the
Mm-hmm.
static part, which I am
Uh-huh.
telling.
Mm.
Static part is you can map it easily to the syllabus. You
Mm-hmm.
actively search for it.
Mm-hmm.
Juvenile delinquents, criminal behavior, victims of violence. Which are the new agencies or new kind of schemes that you can add
Okay.
for each category of people? That is
Mm-hmm.
static part. The
Mm.
dynamic part is where you link the current affairs with it. I
Okay.
also, in my online form of notes, I had a separate section of current affairs,
Okay.
under which I kept adding whatever I came across,
Mm-hmm.
and just not the newspaper. It is a general observation from life, right?
Mm.
For example,
Yes.
right now I happen to work in Trivandrum.
Mm.
So here in Thiruvananthapuram, there is a famous cafe run by the prisoners. It's called Prisoners Cafe. It's literally
Okay.
some 1 kilometer away from my quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So I also go there and have dinner and come back. But what intrigued me was that I was thinking, why not link this with the rehabilitation psychology chapter? Because it is a very famous prisoners
Mm-hmm.
restaurant. It has made headlines.
Mm-hmm.
It is run by prisoners. The food is cooked
Mm.
by the prisoners. There is a
Oh.
time limit to which they are there so that the prisoners go back to the prison in
Uh-huh.
time. It gives them a sense of purpose, right? You can connect it with many theories in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this, whatever I keep observing, I kept noting down, whether it is current affairs, whether it is from a
Uh-huh.
good book you read, whether it is a
Mm-hmm.
podcast, whether it is a real life experience. You
Mm-hmm.
should have a ready-made bank of examples and real life incidents, so
Mm-hmm.
that you can keep linking with
Uh-huh.
the answers in paper two.